Harry was mentally tortured. The Chase is a dark blog by Meghan to break this marriage. Hello, and a very warm welcome back to LVT News YouTube channel. I really am beginning to suspect that this whole car chase is just Meghan's way of trying to destroy Harry. She already knows that he's paranoid, that he's obsessed when it comes to the press. But she has had backward on speed dial since the very beginning. I can't help but wonder if she made a deal with them on Tuesday night. I wouldn't be surprised. And then Harry didn't want to cooperate. And maybe that's where all the problems started. And how does it make sense for anyone to go to an award ceremony that has been publicized for months and then refused to have their photo taken? Doesn't make a lot of sense. If that was really how Harry felt, then he should have stayed home. New York City is filled to the brim with real celebrities and VIPs. And they walk down the sidewalk every single day. But there is no car chase inside because they're not courting the paparazzi. It also says a lot that the shot of Meghan and Harry in the cab. Well, Harry looks stressed out, his face is all red, and Meghan was grinning ear to ear. If she really loved Harry, like a normal wife loves her husband, then, of course, none of this would be happening. But see, Meghan knows all about Harry's weak spots. And over the past 5 years, she has been slowly but surely dripping poison into his brain. I am convinced that she is in cahoots with Doria and probably even Marcus to drive him insane. I also think the royal family sees this. But at this point, there's nothing they. Harry's a grown man. He's living on another continent. And it seems like he still believes that Meghan can do no wrong. I have actually been to many funerals of young, fit men who accidentally obeyed. And Harry's money also means that he can afford the best of the best, which is so often what kills people. And then Meghan is going to turn around and blame her mother. And then the devaluing stage of her will begin, if it hasn't. You see, from Meghan's perspective, that is one of the best things that could possibly happen to her. She gets to keep that title. She's got the invisible kids. If they're real, she's got all the money, she's got the house, she's got the car, she has her brand and business opportunities, and she doesn't have to share any of that anymore. And then she can play the role of the grieving widow and use that to manipulate the public into feeling sorry for her. Or so she thinks. And I'm sure that Harry has at least one, if not a few, lucrative life insurance policies. She would get all that money, too. And whatever her 2 invisible kids would inherit on what would have been Harry's behalf if he had survived from the royal family, from his father, from his grandparents, from the Queen's mother. All these people have left him money. Or they will be leaving him money when they pass. Meghan would get all of that on behalf of the kids, too. In fact, if Harry is no longer around, Meghan's life would be a lot easier if it were done the right way. The insurance policies would still pay out and Meghan would be gone. And she would have everything. And then King Charles and the rest of the family, I'm sure, would never see those kids again if something were to happen to Harry. I do wonder if Meghan would hold invisible children, because, you know, that would be her bargaining chip with the rest of her life. She would do her best to convince King Charles that the children have to live like a real prince and princess should, so he needs to pay for a nicer home for them. Oh, and by the way, the children need good private schooling. Pay me and don't you worry about the rest. I'll pay for the school. And oh, yeah, by the way, Charles, the kids need a lot of money, too. But he would never get to see them or talk to them. And all that money would go straight into Meghan's pockets.